Welcome back to the Tabletop Podcast, episode 7, Kurt. It's Mother's Day.
It is Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you very much.
And your mother.
And my mother. Happy Mother's Day to your mother, Kurt.
Oh.
I did have a suggestion, actually, from my mum a couple of weeks ago that we should have an argument about whose mum's the best. Whose mum's the best, Kurt?
My mum yelled at me once. She just yelled up the stairs because I was being loud. She said, "Pull your balls in."
Pull your balls in.
And ever since that day, I've used that as a, if someone's stepping out of line, I just go, "Hey, pull your fucking balls in."
Pull your balls in. What does that even mean? Pull your balls in.
I don't know, but it's one of them. Your mum say things, and you're like, that is golden.
Yeah. What is it? My mum used to say. Every mum says it, isn't they? You ask them what you're gonna have for dinner. Shit and sugar, they say.
Shit and sugar.
Shit and sugar. Every day.
See, I also get that thing with my dad where I go, "What you up to?" And he goes, "Same shit, different day."
Yeah.
And I'm like, ah.
It's just these sayings. You must summon you.
I think you reach a certain age.
Yeah.
You reach a certain age and you just start repeating just sayings.
Yeah.
I want to get like that, but I want to just do like Master Oogway sayings.
Master Oogway sayings.
It's like the present is a present.
The present is a present.
The future. Oh, I can't remember it. Oh, that's really thrown me off. Something about mystery. Oh yeah, the past is history.
I love Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda. Well, yeah, to be honest, I can't even remember what happens in the films. I remember just big fat panda.
Yeah.
Has a big belly, and he just sort of belly
review
fonts.
it. We should review it on a.
We should review Kung Fu Panda.
Let's do it. Do you keep getting these messages on Instagram and on Facebook?
I get the requested messages.
Yeah, all the time. I've just had 3 since I've been here. Every single day I wake up to about 14 message requests on Instagram.
Yeah, I don't get. I mean, I remember the one I showed you. That was scary.
God, yeah. I mean, some of them are just sex bots, aren't they? Really? But
oh yeah, the thing is, they all just send a link, and I never want to click on that link. I'm
never.
just like, no.
But some of them, a lot more recently, they send you like Instagram brands. They've got like millions of followers, and they go, "This brand wants to work with you." And I'm sitting in my head going, "Who the fuck is falling for that?" Oh, this brand with 10 million followers is asking you, Sajib, with 14 followers, to ask me for a brand deal. Oh, yeah, well done.
I love Sajib is very high level. He's known for finding up and coming people.
That's it.
Yeah, so it's his job. His job is to go around and just be like, "Excuse me, do you want to be sponsored?"
Yeah. All I see now, I think everyone.
You have one post up, and it's a picture of your foot. Do you want to be sponsored?
All I see now in these message requests, though, people aren't just like deleting it anymore. People are going in and having conversations because you just get random groups of people.
Yeah.
I love seeing the conversations. They just go, "Why do I keep adding to these?" And they're just all talking to each other.
I know, but they all sort of blame each other for it.
Yeah, exactly.
But in reality, it's just one other person in there who's just silent. Who's just done it all.
Well, Kurt.
Hello.
We have a very interesting poll this week. Oh, you told me not to say that word anymore.
I don't care anymore. I don't.
It probably, it is by far the most one-sided poll we've had. But I feel like just because we're British, we have to talk about this.
Right.
We have to. It's always split decision in this country, hasn't it? And that's tea.
Right.
Quintessentially British tea.
I mean, as I've said to you before, I don't drink tea.
Yeah, this is an outrage.
It's just warm. I don't drink warm drinks, to be honest. It's sort of, I don't see the point. If you're trying to warm up, do something. If you're trying to cool down, why the fuck are you drinking a warm drink? Yeah. It's not refreshing.
I can't have a tea on a hot day. To be fair,
you can't. It's not really like, I've never known someone to go, "Oh, get me some refreshing tea." Yeah. Just have a water.
Yeah.
Or if you're going out there, go get an Oasis. So don't be coming at me with tea.
Tea. Yeah, I don't understand people drink tea on like a warm day. I can't do it. To be fair, I only really drink tea if somebody makes it for me anyway. Like if I'm at work and somebody walks in and says, "Do you want a cup of tea?" I'll have a cup of tea. See, I can't be asked to make it myself.
See, I don't understand. Like, I can understand people, I guess, having coffee. Because coffee, it gives you an energy thing. Yeah, but I don't drink coffee either.
No,
so,
I don't drink coffee.
But I know my dad, for example. My dad drinks both tea and coffee. He loves it. Goes into work, makes a coffee. And I'm like, yeah, good on you. You know what I mean? You go to work, you make the coffee. But if you're just sitting around in your house and you're making coffee and tea, I don't see the point.
You've not got anything to do.
You're not doing anything. You're just sort of wasting the things you have. Yeah. I don't get it. It's just tea. It's just grim.
Well, we've had a couple of people with the same view as you, to be honest. But on the poll,
Yeah.
obviously, if you don't know what we're talking about here, the debate is whether you put the water or the milk in first when you make your tea. So I put the poll up.
If I made a tea, I reckon I would make an ice cream instead.
You'd make an ice cream instead.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Well, we had 87% of people say they put water in first. That has got
Well, that's
something.
just logical, though, isn't it? Because isn't it like, and this is coming from someone who's literally made about 5 teas in his life.
Yeah.
And I've not made a tea for myself.
Yeah.
These are for other people. I would pour the hot water in, then I'd do the tea bag things, and then I'd go, all right, how much milk do I need?
Yeah.
And then I'd sort of judge it on the colour. Whereas I guess it'll be more difficult to judge with the water because the water's a higher concentrate than the milk, isn't it?
But let's go through some of the answers first from our water people.
Water people.
I mean, it's all really the same to be. Oh, there we go. Our first answer was actually neither because I don't drink tea.
Correct.
Can't be British.
Whoever that was, you are correct.
First answer for water says only psychopaths do milk first.
In my opinion, only psychopaths drink tea. So,
Oh.
yeah, I'm going out there.
Yeah, you might get into trouble for that.
Do you know
We've
what?
got some avid tea drinkers.
I just don't see the hype around tea. It's
It
just
isn't
such a
hype,
mad drink. It's so, and it takes so much more time than anything else. You can just so easily make a juice
Yeah.
in the time to make a tea. Don't get me wrong, a tea's probably nicer than a juice, but if you're really waiting around that long to make a tea, make something nicer than a tea. You know what I mean?
Well, we've got some sciencey answer. I say science.
Science?
It's a little bit more than why would you put milk in first? So one of our answers here says you have to wait 2 minutes after the water, then you judge how strong you want it with milk. So this person's got it to a tea. We've obviously got a religious tea drinker here.
That's what you did.
And somebody else has said water brews the tea, therefore it's more flavourful unless you're making milky tea.
Isn't there people who do it without milk?
Yeah. So we've got.
Isn't
that's another answer. We've got somebody for water. One of our friends has said he takes his tea black.
Yeah.
Which again is an argument for not burning milk.
His
You can't
tea's been black.
You can't put milk
you
in
could
first
say.
if you don't have milk in your tea. See?
That is true.
He's got it sorted out here.
Or you could put like not a teaspoon. No, that'd probably still change the colour. Wouldn't it? A single drop of milk.
Drop of milk.
My question is, what? I wonder what percentage milk, like what?
Yeah,
fat
you see, I don't know how
because
much
isn't
milk
that
they put
different?
in.
Like people put different milks. In.
Yeah, you can get it.
Once
Some
again,
people like it more
thing is
milky,
with me,
some
right,
people
is I don't like cereal and I don't like tea, and they're like the two biggest things for milk. So I
Yeah.
barely drink any milk. Like the only time I'll have milk is if I'm having a milkshake. When I'm having a milkshake, it doesn't really bother me the percentage of fat in the milk because you're having a milkshake. You know what I mean? It's not really healthy either way. So I just
Can we
sort of
reverse it? You don't
yeah.
like cereal?
Nah.
Why not? Cereal's
Do you know
great.
what? I just ever since I was young, it gets all like it gets all like soggy. I just no.
Soggy cereal. Nobody likes soggy cereal, but you got to like a nice. Crunchy
Yeah, but
bowl
the
of
thing is, I
cereal.
make like toast, right, and then I come upstairs, I put my toast down, I find something to watch, you know, and if I've got something else to do, like go to toilet something beforehand, I'll go to toilet, then I'll come back, and then I'll eat my food. I like to be able to not have to eat it instantly after I've made it, because otherwise I'll have like
I'll tell you what, that is a good point.
like I can't. I'm not someone who makes something and then eats it straight away. I'll make something, I'll let it cool down or something.
Yeah.
Like if it's hot, I'll let it cool
Yeah.
down. If it's something like cereal,
You don't
I
need
have
that-
had cereal,
Yeah.
but the only cereal I actually don't mind are like the chocolate Nesquik balls that
Oh,
turn
yeah.
into a milkshake.
Yeah.
So, and with them, you sort of got to wait anyway.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't. It's just not
Yeah,
for
I
me.
think you're onto something there. To be fair, you don't need that pressure on you in the morning, do you?
Yeah, you don't
You're
need-
making
it's-
cereal.
I just want to enjoy a nice. To be honest, most of the times I don't even have breakfast. So.
You got any brands listening to us? Make some cereal that doesn't go soggy, and we'll eat it.
You just got a plastic.
To be fair, I don't really eat in the mornings. I
That's
very
what I'm saying,
rarely
like,
eat early in the mornings.
If I eat in the morning, like if I only normally be if I've got college, because I know in college I don't get a break till like 12,
Yeah,
earliest.
that's the only day I eat because I
And,
don't get a break till lunch.
Yeah, like I'll just make like a sandwich, but I'll have something small. I'll normally have a banana or something with it as well. Something.
I do a banana.
Thing is with bananas, I learnt this from doing my PT courses. A banana, it helps you speak. It has something in it that sort of helps So you don't keep. You know when you get like you're talking for too much and then your
Yeah.
throat just starts like
Oh yeah.
having. It's like no, I don't like this.
Yeah.
If you eat a banana before you have like a big before a presentation or something, you know,
Before you
big
come on
dub.
the podcast.
I haven't actually had a banana this morning.
Yeah,
We ran out of
right.
bananas, so I was a bit sad.
Yeah.
But like I learned that if you have a banana before a presentation, it's good.
It's good.
My teacher told me that. There you go. Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Fun fact for everyone. Have a banana.
You see, I can't.
A lot of people don't like bananas. I don't get
I
that.
don't know. Bananas are great.
I don't.
Bananas are great.
It baffles me. It's just like, I mean, I can kind of get it to a point where I'm like, yeah, it's not the most pleasing thing to eat, but it's quite nice. It's a banana, isn't it?
That's true. What do you think of cereal in like the evening? Like,
no,
mate, that's the best though.
I
That's
can
the best.
I know. Well, obviously, my family does it and stuff, but I'm still of the opinion if I'm gonna make a cereal in the evening, I could make an ice cream.
You make an ice cream. Yeah, but they're two different things, man. Honestly, I think.
If it's something that I
evening.
need to make quickly and I need to fill myself up or something, right? And I had the option of either make it like a cereal or just I could make a sandwich.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a sandwich or something. I'll probably make a sandwich.
I don't know. Something about none of the boring cereals, but
Yeah, that's
I
the
might
thing.
tell you what. I went through an unhealthy obsession with Crave for a good couple months. Crave, mate. Oh, I want some now, if I'm honest. Anyway, I don't know how we've got onto cereal.
Isn't there like
tea?
Tea. Oh,
Tea.
yeah, tea. I don't like tea, so
I'll say we're reading out all these answers for people who put their water in first, but we've only got one answer against water in first. We only had 4 people vote for milk, which is 4 more than I thought we'd get. And if you look at some of the answers, like I've read out some more complicated answers for why you put the water in first. The only answer we've got for milk is literally all caps. Milk goes first.
Okay.
They're
sort of like
it's a pretty solid argument.
I'm
if you
gonna
ask
say
me.
they're sort of like the Southerners. It's sort of it is what it is.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do it. No argument. I've got no reasoning. Just do it.
Sort of like the same sort of line as guns don't kill.
Guns don't
people kill people.
Well.
That's sort of that's the same vibes.
I'm glad we don't think we've got any Americans listening, so you might get away with talking about guns.
Oh, what do you mean? I like guns.
I love
They
guns.
go pew pew
Pew pew.
pew pew, and then they go I'm shot. Right.
This answer is probably my favourite, and
Right.
it says, "What kind of savage? A savage is
Savage.
someone who's very very into this argument.
Right.
Puts milk in first.
Mm.
How do you know how much you need?" It's a good point.
All right. Now I want your opinion. What's the best answer there? Because I feel like what we should do, the best answer gets a shout out.
The best answer gets a shout out.
And we'll start doing that from now on, so it makes people want to engage in these more often. Although this was a day late, we do apologise. I wanted to put up a poll, but I was afraid that I would get moaned at because I didn't want Alex to just.
I'm not going to moan at you.
Yeah,
you
you
need
might
to put it up because I forget most of
You
the
might
time.
have because it was going to be along the lines of that whole Meghan interview, and I didn't know how to phrase anything, so I was just going to put who was a dick, and then it's going to be Meghan or the
I
Queen.
would have just laughed, I think.
And then it would have been. But the thing is, I know that there were a few listeners that probably wouldn't have enjoyed that argument.
Yeah, that's true.
And I reckon that argument would have gone on a lot. And to try and cover that in the podcast would be quite difficult.
Yeah.
But we're gonna try it.
Yeah, we're gonna try. Well, to finish off with the tea debate, like you said, we'll give a shout out to my favourite answer at least. What's your favourite answer first? Because
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't read it.
I'm gonna go with the last one.
I haven't even
go
looked at them.
I'm gonna go with that one.
To be honest, I have to go with that one.
And only just because it was, pretty sure it was sent in this morning.
It was sent in just before the pod.
I don't know why, but it made me laugh. Because we hadn't had an answer like that before. And it's going to go to Theo. He's probably not even listening.
You know what? He did say he listens to.
Oh, okay.
He did say.
Good then. Good. Well, Theo, you got the best answer this week.
Congratulations.
I take my tea black. So you've solved the whole debate about does milk go in first by saying just don't have milk in your
It
tea.
is, yeah. He has,
Simple solution.
It's basically he is God in
Yes.
this scenario. He is the
he
one
is
and
the
only
God.
the Almighty.
Messiah.
Yeah, like you can't be wrong if you don't even look at the
Yes,
question.
exactly. Well, there you go, Theo.
Congratulations.
I feel like we could move
Moving from
on to
Theo,
Theo.
we're moving from black.
black straight on to Harry and Meghan.
Yeah. By the way, right, I just want to say this straight off the bat. I saw Meghan in the street. I wouldn't say she's black.
No, I mean, I did actually see that she's not. She's
She isn't.
slightly. She's slightly not white, but you
Not
know,
really. Like if I
I
saw
don't-
her in the street, I'd assume she's white.
I'd
I'd just assume
fake
she's like,
tan.
yeah, this fake tan.
she's just been out in the sun a bit more. But I mean, everyone's seen it. Let's be honest. If you haven't, are you
I
living
haven't,
under
to
a
be
rock?
honest. I've seen.
No,
I've
I
seen
don't mean
clips.
not a lot of people have actually sat through the whole interview. I sat through because I had nothing to do at work once,
Could be watching Clone Wars.
but everyone's seen what's going on. Everyone's seen what's going
Yeah.
on. Harry and Meghan went on the Oprah Winfrey show and basically outed the royal family.
Oprah looks a lot like Ian Wright.
Yes, I see that. I see a post. Ian Wright with hair.
Yeah. It was scary
Their
how
long-lost
how
twins, I think.
like how close they looked.
If you don't know what we're talking about, honestly, it's worth just Googling it right now. Go on Google and search a picture of Ian Wright, the footballer, and a picture of Oprah, and tell me they don't look identical.
It's scary.
It is
like
scary.
because you never would have assumed they looked the same.
They're two very, very opposite people.
It's bizarre, but I saw that, and that's the only thing that interested me out of the whole
the whole thing,
argument.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I found, like I said, I watched the whole interview just because I had nothing better to do,
Right.
and I found it quite interesting. I'm not going to sit here and
Can I ask
say,
a question?
What's that?
What's your opinion, right, on the whole royal family thing? Are you what's the word that people use for like to the supporting people of the royal family? I can't remember what the word is.
Patriotic? Is that
Yeah,
what
would you say you're very patriotic towards the royal family? I guess patriotic is more
wouldn't
about the
say-
country, though, isn't it? Not really about the royal family.
I wouldn't say that I hate. Again, I'm not somebody who hates the royal family. I'm
I
not
just
gonna
don't
go
see the
out there.
point.
I don't. I'm not going. They don't involve me, so I don't really care.
Yeah,
about it,
that's
if
the
I'm
way I
honest.
sort of. I'm like all these people who get really bothered by like
Yeah.
oh the Queen's done this. I'm like, it's a job.
Yeah. Well,
You wouldn't go up to a local bricklayer and go like, oh, you did a wall.
Yeah,
You
well,
did a wall.
yeah.
Like you wouldn't. You just sort of go.
If they keep
"Oh,
themselves
good
to
on you."
themselves, I don't care. But this intrigues me. This Harry and Meghan thing. Well, I had to unfollow Piers Morgan on Twitter yesterday.
I never followed.
No,
To be honest,
I
I'm
couldn't
banned
be
on
bothered.
Twitter, so
Oh.
I can't really. I just have to. The only thing I can check is what's trending.
I'm sorry, I've got to ask how you've got banned on
Right. It's nothing bad because it was between me and Alfie.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was sitting over Alfie's, and Alfie put up a tweet. I can't
Yeah.
remember what the tweet was. Something stupid.
Yeah,
And I just replied because I had a SpongeBob as my profile picture,
yeah.
and I just pretty much just said SpongeBob's sick, and Alfie said, "Yeah, it is." And then I was like, "Yeah, I know." And then he went, "Actually, no, it's not."
And then,
And then I said, "Shut up, you." And then I went for a few swears.
yeah.
And basically, the last straw was I said he eats fat chips and called him a nonce, and some of his followers banned me, and I've been IP banned. So I've now got a new phone, and I've still banned.
That's brilliant. So, oh my god! So you got banned for beefing with one of your friends on Twitter?
Yeah, because I said he eats fat
That's
chips
SpongeBob.
and said you're a nonce.
Oh my
Basically,
god!
I said if you eat fat chips, you're a nonce, and then about 10 minutes later, I got banned,
Well,
and that was approximately 2 years ago.
approximately 2 years ago.
Yeah, and ever since then, I've had Twitter installed, but I can't go on it. I can just check the trending tab.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah.
talking about Twitter, I said I unfollowed Piers Morgan this week. I don't know why I was following in the first place. I've always thought he was an arsehole. Yeah, don't get me
He
wrong.
made some
Everyone,
points,
some points I don't cancel me for this, but he has had thousands of arguments, and some of them I sort of understand.
I think, yeah.
Not to the point where I say I'm a Piers Morgan follower. Oh, I like him, but I'm not going to say everything he's ever said is stupid. But vast majority of it.
Thing is with Piers, I don't like Piers, but I say a good 2 or 3 in 10. I say he makes a
Yeah.
point,
Yeah.
and you're like you have to
But
listen to that
this
point.
point, unless you are an avid believer in the royal family and you love them to pieces, you can sort of sympathise with the fact that Meghan is having a bit of a shit time. Unfortunately, Piers Morgan could not, and he straight up outed her and said that she was lying and that she didn't experience all of this. Which, going by what is happening in current society, even with celebrities and mental health and everything, to go on live national television and out her for saying that she didn't have suicidal thoughts and she wasn't having mental health issues. It's a little bit unsympathetic, if you ask me. I thought he was a bit of a knob for it. But I was following it on Twitter just because of his recent shite recently about getting kicked off of the show, and well, he didn't get kicked off, he left. He did walk off, but and he just keeps posting shite, and I can't remember what it was, but he put up some stupid newspaper article that, again, it's a newspaper article. It's not going to be the most true thing in the world because it's a newspaper article, and wrote a massive tweet about, this is why I outed Meghan because she was lying in that, and he's still carrying it on. So I just fucking hit unfollow. I couldn't bother to follow him anymore.
Yeah, the whole thing just sort of bores me. It's sort of like it's a privileged version of Jeremy Kyle.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Like they're all people that at the end of the day can just go, oh fuck this, I don't need this, and just fuck off, move to like another country.
Well,
that's exactly what they've
done.
Exactly
what they did.
You know, it's just if you took Jeremy Kyle and went, let's put the royal family in this.
Yeah,
it's just Jeremy Kyle with teeth.
The Oprah Winfrey Show is Jeremy Kyle with teeth.
Like,
that's all it is.
The best, like first. I couldn't give less of a shit about what the fuck is going on.
Like I said, I'm doing this charity run recently that is all about mental health. You know, I'm a big believer in supporting people, but at the end of the day, I don't know Meghan. It's not like I'm ever going to see or
that could be the name of it.
Even if you tweeted her,
I don't know Meghan.
I don't know Meghan. Even if you tweeted her and stuff, she's not going to see any of it.
Yeah, like
so there's no way you can get involved.
I doubt she's giving too much of a shit about what we are thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
exactly. So there's not much you can do to get involved. So it doesn't really.
I can understand the whole, you know, don't be kicking someone while they're down and all that shit. You know what I mean? But I also sort of stand by the same thing of she's a grown woman. Let her just do what she wants to do.
She wants to do.
She don't want to be in the royal family. She don't have to be in the royal. To be honest, as I said before, makes no fucking difference in my life. No, at no point have the royal family ever come up to me and gone, "Here you go. Here's a present." No, they don't do anything.
Well, we might get a day off here and there.
Well, only when none of them die.
Yeah. When the Queen dies, we'll get a day off. That's all she's going to give.
Like, let's be honest. They don't. No, they've not affected our lives. Let's just put it like that. I'd say, don't get me wrong, they changed the broader aspect of things. Yeah. But she doesn't
It's a very old concept, the royal family. Yeah. How many countries have royal family, or at least royal families that are involved in the country
just sort of, it's all just sort of a big, I'm going to try not to say much more about it because I don't want to get cancelled if I'm So let's move on to a brighter topic. What's this topic?
We won't move on to that yet.
I've got a topic.
Have you? What's
your topic? Well, go on. What's your topic?
And I was going to do the. So last week I asked you if you were the president of the world, what laws would you bring in? Obviously, what do you remember what you said? The best answer.
Oh, twat a swan.
You twat a swan.
I would only in self-defence.
Only in self-defence. Okay.
You can. Well, I've been
thinking about my answers for this week.
Yeah.
So I've got a couple of answers. And I tried not to, I didn't want to be, not that it's boring to say, I'm not going to say it's boring because people will hate me for it, but I tried not to do the generic ones. I didn't want to turn around and say, solve world hunger or something, because, you know, everyone wants to do that.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a bit more personal to me. So here's my answers, Kurt.
You couldn't, how are you going to solve world hunger if you were just...
I'd sort budgets out, I'd send money to the right places. I'd stop giving money to the royal family and give it to starving children instead.
That would work.
Yeah, you're right. But number one on my list.
The Queen's listening.
Number one on my list for what I would change on the planet. Now this is a true first world problem. My answer is I would make it illegal to have trousers with fake pockets. Fake pockets on trousers.
I can't see it. I think I've ever had fake pockets.
You've never had fake. Think of yourself lucky, mate. You do find it a lot.
I don't wear trousers
like women's clothes. Yeah, no,
too much.
You do find it a lot in jeans. Zippers on trousers that lead to nothing, or even worse, they don't even zip. They're just there to look cool.
Yeah.
What is?
I know what you mean. Yeah, I think.
Honestly, gets me.
Thing is, I only own like 3 pairs of jeans. I don't wear jeans very often, so I'm all right. And I check my jeans.
Number two.
I've actually thought of a new one as well. To be fair, after I'd make I'd make it so like when you lick an envelope, it moans.
You have moaning envelopes.
So every
That's
time
great.
you lick an envelope to close it, it just gives out a slight little.
Yes.
But I wouldn't tell anyone I've done it, and I'd only do it to like 1 in 10.
So you got random people across the world picking up envelopes.
Yeah.
And the envelopes going like that.
The moment the moment their
might
tongue
just be
touches it until their tongue's off of it, it just moans.
That might just be the best answer.
But-
I think.
Yeah, like only 1 in 10, so people don't really believe it's a thing.
Well.
But I don't know how that would be possible. That's my only problem.
Yeah, to be fair.
I put a little speaker on the inside of it.
Yeah, speak up.
Yeah.
All right, my second answer to this is again, it's very personal to me here. I would make it illegal for any teachers, tutors, university lecturers
To finger them
to
students.
make. I would make it illegal.
To be fair, that is already illegal.
That's already illegal, Kurt. I would make it illegal for them to make PowerPoints
Yeah.
if all they're gonna fucking do is read off the fucking PowerPoint.
Yeah.
What is the point?
Yeah.
I'm hoping my college tutor is listening right now. He's definitely not, but I really hope he is, because this, you know who I'm aiming this at right now. Victor, stop making 80 slide PowerPoints if all you're going to do is come on Teams and read the PowerPoint out. Send me the PowerPoint, let me read it myself. I don't need you to read out the PowerPoint. What a waste of time. As you can see, I'm very passionate about this subject. I'm very passionate.
He's angry.
Do you not get that? Do you not get that? Your tutors just make
My thing is,
PowerPoints
yeah,
and
like,
read them.
what annoys me more is teachers that they haven't made the PowerPoint and it's been
my
given
God,
to them.
and they have no idea what the subject is at
No.
all, and they're just reading.
And they're
it.
learning at the same time you're learning.
Yeah,
Because you're sort of like, right, so you're here to teach me and you're teaching yourself.
yeah, it's pointless. It's pointless because you've.
It's
got
the same
PowerPoint-
idea as like a one of them. What, like, you know when you're in like secondary school and the teacher ain't in, and you get one of them. What are they called? Supply teachers, and they are literally the dumbest people
Yeah.
because they're not intelligent enough to teach a single subject,
Yeah.
so they just bring them in as sort of a they can keep an eye on the children.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like they're like
childminders.
yeah,
that's
they're
all
like
they are.
babysitters.
Yeah,
But they're too thick to be able to actually teach anything.
Yeah,
so what they
exactly.
do is they get given a fucking PowerPoint and they go through a PowerPoint.
yeah.
with it.
Click next
But
on the
they don't know anything. So they ask you questions about
Yeah,
things on
yeah.
the PowerPoint. And you're like, right, whose fucking job is it
Yeah.
here to teach?
You're teaching us. That's a good point. I did have. Well, I sort of had one or two more. This one might strike a bit of controversy, but I'll mention it.
Mm.
I think it should be. I think people should have to take a test before they have children.
I agree.
Like
I reckon the test should get progressively harder for each
Yeah.
child as well.
nothing against the people, but you
Have
do
you-
see some people and you're just like, you should not recreate.
Right. The best way I can think about this is on my old street back where I used to live.
Yeah.
Right. Back in Langdon. Right. Back when I was young. On that street alone, I could tell you that, and there was only about I was thinking about 8 neighbours that I probably knew.
Yeah.
Right. I'd say a good 3 of them shouldn't have had kids.
Yeah.
Like,
That,
yeah,
see,
and
there's
you
a
can
deeper
tell
issue, but-
because you can just tell by the kid themselves. Like when
Yeah.
that kid's outside and they're doing something like chasing cars. Who the
Yeah.
fuck is chasing a
yeah,
car?
why are you chasing a car?
Do you know what I mean? Like, what's the fuck?
Yeah. Well, I only wanted to mention that one because I don't know if people will disagree with us, but I do think in some cases some people need to pass some sort of test before they're allowed to have children.
Yeah, I agree.
My final one, simply, everyone would appreciate this one. I'd either make a week 8 days long rather than 7 days and give us an extra weekend, a day on the weekend, or I'd just shorten the working week and only work for 4 days and have 3 days. Because at the end of the day, who created the working week? Can you imagine that guy? They're sitting there and they're just sitting at a table, they're discussing. Go, right, okay, so we've got this thing called work now. We've got this thing called work.
England made work.
Yeah, everyone's going to go to work. So how many days? We're thinking, how many days should we send them to
ruin
work
the
for? And how
world.
many days should we give them a rest? Who there goes? Oh, I know what. What we'll do is we'll give them 5
think
days at work and only 2 days.
I
at
say
home.
I'm pretty sure it used to be less and they increased it over time.
It's ridiculous. I'd make
But-
it 4 days at work, 3 days off. That's fine with me.
Yeah, like I can get that. But then I guess the problem is it's productivity. Isn't it?
Fuck productivity.
Just
I don't care about
productivity.
productivity. I care about sleep.
I
That's what
mean,
care
yeah,
about.
yeah. I mean, you're not wrong, but
Yeah.
then if the way I look at it is there There are little Indonesian children out there that are making shoes 7 days a week,
Yeah.
and they get paid 50p
Yeah.
like a day, and you're lost. And then, but then I guess ain't my problem.
Yeah. Ain't my problem. I don't.
I get new shoes. So.
All right, Kurt.
Thanks, Nike.
Thanks. All right, you're ruining future brand deals here.
Right, Nike. I've never known Nike to sponsor a YouTube or a podcast.
Well, we'll be the first.
Just don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't make the children do it.
Nike.
Just don't.
Indonesian children.
No. Do you reckon they have just do it written on the wall, and then like
just do it while they're whipping.
Yeah, someone standing there with like a stick.
Yeah. Anyway, Kurt, what was your subject?
Oh yeah, my subject. Okay, I've come up with a new idea, Alex.
What's your new idea?
So it's a little bit of a game, right?
Okay, yeah.
So I've got 3 quotes.
Okay.
Right. 2 of them are by celebrities. 1 is by me. Okay.
Oh my god. Okay.
Right. I'm going to read you these quotes.
Yep.
All right. And then I'm going to name the 2 celebrities, and then I want you to tell me which quote was said by each celebrity, and then I want you to try and guess which one was by me. Right.
Okay. Yep.
Right. So the first quote: I've never really wanted to go to Japan simply because I don't like eating fish. And I know that it's very popular out there in Africa. Quote 1. Okay?
Okay, yep.
Quote 2. My music helps cure people's mental health, including my own.
Okay, yep.
Quote 3. First, my mother was Spanish. Then she became a Jehovah's Witness. Right? One of them quotes was by Ginger Spice.
Okay.
One of them quotes was by Britney Spears. And one of them quotes was by me.
So can I just ask first, were these quotes you said around me, or are these ones I've got to just imagine
I made up a quote.
Okay. Right. What was the first one again?
I've never really wanted to go to Japan simply because I don't like eating fish, and I know that it's very popular out there in Africa.
I don't think that's you.
You don't think that's me?
I don't think that's you.
Right. Who do you think that is? Ginger Spice, Britney Spears, or me?
I'm going to go with Britney Spears for the
You're
first
going
one.
for Britney Spears?
Don't tell me if I'm right.
I'm not going to tell you if you're right.
That means I'm the second one.
Right.
I'm going to say is Ginger Spice.
My music helps cure people's mental health, including my own.
Yes.
Ginger Spice. All right.
Well, I don't know if I want to swap them around.
And then the last one.
Swap them around. Britney Spears.
Britney Spears is the mental health.
Yeah.
And Ginger Spice doesn't like Africa.
Yes. And you're the last one.
And I said my mother was
Spanish.
First. My mother was a Spanish.
Yes.
Then she became a Jehovah's Witness. No. So Ginger Spice said the whole Jehovah's Witness one. Britney Spears said she doesn't like Africa.
Oh.
And I said my music helps cure my mental health.
I'm not surprised.
That was my topic
That's
for the
lovely.
week.
Keep that going. That's a good idea.
That's a good topic.
That is a good idea.
I did come across one quote on there that I'm going to use next week, which I'm not going to say because I can't.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, right. All right, let's move on to this one, Kurt.
Right.
We've got a nice printed off sheets of paper. I'm prepared this week.
Prepared.
This one is I had the thought a while ago about doing weird laws. Lots of weird laws. Because if you remember back to episode 1, all of our OG listeners here, episode 1, our fact of the day was that it's illegal to. Or actually, I'm going to ask you, what was our fact of the day on episode 1? It was illegal to do something in America, in a state in America.
Oh no. It was. I can't remember.
I can't believe this. That's for me. Something about unicorns.
Oh yeah, it's illegal to kill a unicorn.
Kill a unicorn in Michigan.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I've been thinking there must be some weird laws. As you can see, about a sheet of paper in front of you. So I thought we could say a couple of these weird laws, and hopefully our listeners would appreciate. So the first law here, definitely the one that made me giggle the most.
I know this law.
Yeah.
I've heard this.
So this one says that the Parliament's famous Salmon Act of 1986 states it's illegal to hold a salmon under suspicious circumstances.
My favourite bit about all these laws is that someone had to have done them.
How do you hold a salmon suspicious? First of all, why? Why is that illegal to hold a salmon?
Do you reckon someone might have smuggled something inside of a salmon into the Parliament?
Maybe. It might have been that. But it must be pretty serious because the maximum penalty is 2 years in prison. Not like a fine or a bit of community service or something. No. 2 years in prison for holding a salmon suspiciously.
Do you know what? Right, if we get enough listeners and we get enough responses, I will go to Parliament and hold a salmon suspiciously, and I'll let you record it.
Yes.
And I'll do it in front of a police officer.
Hold 3 salmon and go to prison for 2 years.
And what I'll do is I'll even drop one of them in front of the police officer.
See, I don't know. Maybe it's not enforced anymore, but who knows?
Oh, it's still an active law. Yeah. So technically speaking, it should be enforced.
You should be enforced. Anyway, let's go on to number 2 because this one made me giggle as well. They all make me giggle. This law, it's against the law to have a sleeping donkey in your bathtub.
Right.
After 7 p.m. in Arizona.
Yes.
And the story behind it is quite funny. It says, I've got it here, it says, this law was brought into effect due to the public menace case in 1924. A merchant used to allow his donkey to sleep in the bath. The town was flooded when a local dam broke and the donkey was washed a mile down the valley. The donkey survived, but locals spent a lot of time and manpower to save the animal. This law was passed shortly after. So basically what they've done, some geezer has a donkey and has decided, you can go sleep in the bath upstairs. There was a flood, and he's used the bath as like a boat. The donkey's in the bath as a boat, and he's floated off down the town, and they've had to spend a bit of money to get the donkey back. And now they've gone, we can't do that again, so it's going to be illegal. Don't put your donkey in a bath. Exactly. So that answers the question of who the hell puts a donkey in a bath, because that's what they had to
1924 they used to do that, apparently.
They do that. Okay, this one I've heard of before. This one, in Poland, you're not allowed to wear anything or have anything related to Winnie the Pooh. And the reasoning behind this, Kurt, is in Poland, they class it as a sexual character, and for no other reason than the fact it doesn't wear pants. It doesn't have any trousers.
They would hate almost naked animals.
I mean, they've looked at
Winnie the Pooh.
They've looked at Winnie the Pooh. They've looked at Winnie the Pooh in Poland, and they've gone. Oh no, that's dangerous. That's dangerous.
What about Tom and Jerry?
Well,
that's what I want to know.
If the prime minister, has Poland got a prime minister? I don't know. If they want to come on the podcast, you can explain why you've banned Winnie the Pooh. Because personally, I don't look at Winnie the Pooh and think,
I don't know. When he's got his hands covered in that honey.
Oh, yes.
And he's stuck in that hole.
Yeah. The next in Scotland, you can get ticketed for riding a cow drunk. Just the exact same ticket you would get for driving a car.
Yeah.
Drunk.
See, now that's understandable. I reckon that's that for that law to have passed. I would love to know what year that passed. Yeah. Right. I would just love to have been able to see that.
Yeah, you go into Parliament and go and hear them debating about, well, we caught this bloke on a cow,
but we couldn't find him because it's not illegal.
So can we make it illegal now? Can we make it illegal to?
Do you reckon he was really drunk? He's like, if it's like recently, he had his car outside the pub, and opposite the pub's a farm.
Yeah.
Right, and he's too drunk. I need to get home, but I can't drive my car. But
light bulb. I know what I'll do.
I'll get this cow.
I'll saddle up this cow.
Well, do you reckon he was just the farmer that owned, he was at home and he's gotten drunk at home and he had to go to the shops for something. Yeah. And he just decided to take a cow.
Jump on, galloping on a cow.
I love it because it's not even a horse. That's what's amazing about that. I didn't even know you could ride a cow. I don't know why.
Well,
I just assumed you could.
Why would you want to? The next one, in a part of France, I can't remember the name because I didn't write the name down because I couldn't pronounce it personally. But you're not allowed to die unless you've already bought a burial spot in that town. It's a very secluded town, but they've got a big cemetery. Yeah. And unless you've already prepaid for a burial spot, you're not allowed to die. How is that enforced?
They bring you back.
That's it. You come back to life. You go to prison because you died here. This one is probably my favourite. In China, it's illegal to reincarnate without the government's consent. Because there's a lot of Tibetan Buddhists in the mountains and monks. Yeah. They've basically been told that unless they've been granted permission,
isn't there lots of questions about reincarnation in terms of what you've done in your past life and that sort of thing?
I don't know about if I went, Buddhist faith.
So let's say I went to the government, right?
Yeah.
In Basildon Town.
Yeah.
And I sat down in their office and I said, "Listen, right, I'm planning on reincarnating."
They're planning on reincarnating. Come on.
And then they go, "Right, what are you going to be coming back as? And I go, well, I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
It depends what the Lord
Yeah.
himself thinks of me.
Yeah.
I could come back as a frog.
You've
I
got a
could be a
scale
goat.
where you scale up everything you've done and you go, oh, I was a bit bad then, so I might end up being a
Well,
duck,
I
duck,
was planning on
maybe.
being an ostrich.
Yeah.
But since I kicked that cat that one time, I reckon I've gone down and I might be a chicken.
Chicken, yeah, chicken. I might have made it to like a fish or something like that, but who knows? Very odd law.
That's a quality law.
Somebody in China has obviously reincarnated without the government's permission.
And he's come back and he's just caused havoc.
That's
And they
it.
didn't know that it was him. All right, and what it was they had a bad relationship with him. He's died. He's come back as like a crow or something. And he's just sat right on top of their building, just being loud.
Yeah,
And they're like, and they've gone, that's Gerald.
That monk we hate.
That is Gerald. Bloody Gerald.
Right, this next one. In Georgia, in America, the state in America, it says you can't.
Can I ask you a question actually
Yes.
before you start this one? If you could choose to reincarnate yourself, what would it be?
Oh my god! I know what you would reincarnate yourself
Go on.
as. A worker ant. That's what you
Yeah,
reincarnate yourself as.
Go on.
I don't know what animal I'd reincarnate myself as.
I reckon it'd be a curious goat.
Yeah, why?
You seem like a curious goat.
Cute. You've said this to me before.
Yeah.
I remember you
Or maybe a suspicious donkey. Like with something to hide. Like he's got, he knows secrets.
Secrets. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what I'd love.
You
to
could be
do.
like one of like a donkey that was a witness, like God being born, or Jesus. Sorry,
a donkey in Israel.
Don't to insult your faith.
Yeah.
But you witnessed, and that's why you're suspicious because you're like, oh, the people aren't going to believe this.
Oh no.
But you don't want to go around just going, oh, I saw it, I was a donkey, because then people will be like, well,
Well.
in a previous life I was a donkey and I witnessed
I'd
Jesus be born.
I think I'd like to be some sort of sea creature because
A
living in the
sea
sea is
creature?
just cool. A whale.
It is.
Well, don't
Go
fuck
for a
with a
whale?
blue whale. Don't fuck with a blue whale.
Sharks fuck with a blue whale.
Well, you'd have to have a lot of sharks to fuck with a blue whale, mate.
Just bite its fins off.
The fins are like 3 times bigger than it, mate. I could swallow entire like.
Yeah, but you have to turn around. I reckon they've got quite a large turn.
I don't think blue whales have got any natural predators, if I'm honest.
I don't know.
And they're like,
Don't they get like, I don't know, it's not blue whales, it's normal whales. They just get like stuck on the beach and it'll blow them up. I would love to be there for one of them. I'd love to
like
go.
a blue whale.
Just to go for like a picnic, not knowing that there's a whale on the beach, right? Just to set up, right? And it's a good like mile away from me, so I don't clock onto it.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there eating my lunch, and I just hear a massive explosion, and I look over, and I just see a whale's carcass just explode, like covering the sky like a meteor. And it would be amazing to witness,
That's so
though.
fucked up.
Wouldn't it be amazing to
No.
see? Just to sort of look over and just go, what the fuck? And then you just see like an eyeball just fling past you.
An enormous blue whale eyeball. That would be great.
Yeah, but it's better for it to be blown up than to just drown. Or no, would it suffocate?
Drown. I was going to say drown.
Yeah. To suffocate.
Suffocate. Drown in air.
Would you rather it suffocate or be blown up? It wouldn't know
I
it's
don't
being
know.
blown
Would
up.
you? What would you rather? Would you rather suffocate or be blown up into loads of tiny pieces?
I reckon I'd rather blow up.
Yeah.
Because I reckon there'd be someone out there like me that's just wanted to see
That's
that happen.
painless. Yeah. Somebody else wants to see you get blown up. That's at least.
Yeah, just someone standing on top of me with a bucket, just pouring water on me, and then all of a sudden he jumps off. And I'm like, oh, where's he going?
You're going to get recruited by
I'd be
like,
like-
a terrorist.
I'm like,
group now.
where you going, mate? And then, poof.
Boom. You're going to get recruited by a terrorist group now. You said that.
Well, no, because I wouldn't be blowing anyone up. I'd just blow myself up.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they're going to want you.
Yeah, no, but terrorist groups, they go to blow other people up.
Oh, that's true. You don't want to kill anyone else. Just
No, I just want to blow myself up. I don't know if that reflects on my mental health or not.
You need to play some music, by this. Anyway, let's get back onto the laws here. Let's get back into the law.
Right.
In Georgia,
Georgia.
you can't let your chicken cross the road. I think it's a bit of a joke, but apparently it's in an effort basically for people to keep their chickens under control. So
Right.
the actual law says don't let your chicken cross the road. Obviously, they're trying to.
Why did the chicken cross the road? It wasn't allowed. It broke the law.
The
It's
the
been
Georgian
arrested.
government told
Do you
it
reckon-
not to.
What's the? Do you reckon they shoot the chicken or something? Do you
I've no idea.
reckon
I think it's the
arrest
owner
it?
that gets
They put it in the
trouble.
hold. They put it in a holding cell. It's just like there's a mass rapist and the chicken.
What are you in here for?
Yeah.
Cluck cluck.
Just picks it up, just like squeezes one of its eggs. Sorry. Come here.
Anyway, let's go go to this last one. This one's not a weird law because it's pretty much the same everywhere around the world. It's about cannibalism. In Idaho, it's illegal to eat someone.
Yeah.
Again, cannibalism is pretty much illegal everywhere on the planet. But this one has a weird clause to it in the fact that you can actually override this law if in life-threatening circumstances. So in life-threatening circumstances, it's actually legal to eat another human being. What do you feel?
I'm trying to remember where that plane crashed with that football team, and they were stuck on a mountain, and a few of them died on impact, but most of them survived. But they were on the top of a mountain, and nobody knew how to get off the mountain.
Yeah.
So the people that died, they were just like, well, lunch, you know what I mean? So and people were dying while trying to get off the mountain, and they just kept eating each other until the point where there was about like 3 footballers left, and then they
all
got
eating
off the
each
mountain.
other. I mean, I can sort of understand, but at the same time, it's cannibalism. Would you eat, if you were in life-threatening circumstances, would you eat somebody? Would you eat another human being if you were going to die?
Alex, I would eat you if I had to.
I'm going to take that as a compliment. Thank you very much, Kurt. I think I'd be very, very tasty.
Andes? Is it Andes?
Andes.
The
Oh,
Andes.
yeah. What,
In 1972, the Andes plane crash.
Yeah.
Where they all landed and then they had to eat
Well,
each
I
other.
hope they crash landed in Idaho
No.
because it's illegal everywhere else.
It's a bit peak. Maybe.
It's very peak. How do you explain that when you get?
Sorry, I've just seen a question on Google which says which soccer team ate each other. Oh, it's the Uruguayan.
Uruguayan soccer team. Oh, that makes loads of sense.
That's why Suarez has them
Suarez
teeth.
Everyone.
That's why Suarez has
Makes
such
sense.
manly teeth. He's probably was
all
around
falling.
back then.
It's all falling together now.
It makes perfect sense.
Right, should we move on?
I've got a good law.
Okay, yeah.
Did you know it's illegal to drive while holding a handheld microphone?
Really?
Not what are they called? The ones that you hold down the button and you speak. It's a lot louder than
Oh, a megaphone.
megaphone.
Yeah.
You can't drive and hold a megaphone in London because somebody did that.
Oh.
So I just love the idea of a police officer. You can't do that.
Yeah.
And they've got no law against it.
No law. I can do this.
And then the police are going, "Well, fuck,
Yeah.
he's done me here.
Yeah.
Just you wait." And then he goes in the office. He's like, "Right, I need to make a law. Right?
Yeah.
You can't hold a handheld megaphone while driving a car." And then he come back at it. The guy just
illegal
carried
now.
on going. He's like, "No, stop." And he's like, "Oh, okay."
Finally arrest him.
But then I'll just tape
4
it
life
to the side, and she'd lean over.
Yeah, that's true. You just got somebody else to sit in the car with you.
But then, technically speaking, isn't that still a thing? It's sort of a radio.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty
Sort
much. Police officers are breaking the law all the time.
Fucking police.
Anyway, let's move on. We're going to make this podcast a little shorter this week, just because it's Mother's Day and I need to go home to. I've agreed to cook dinner for my mum tonight.
I'm just gonna cook a big grass,
big grass,
big grass
Yeah.
mill,
But I'm a bit
tree.
skeptical because I haven't really cooked anything since I did food tech in school. So
Butter is key.
butter is key.
Butter is the one.
But I need to get back and sort my
Potato and
Shite,
butter.
yes.
That's the one.
But
And oil.
should we finish up? Let's have a little. I say I was going to have a little discussion about the Six Nations this week, but you haven't.
I've
fucking
not
watched
really
it.
got much to say.
Well, I mean, all the rugby fans out there, England pulled out the fucking bag this week. We've ruined France's Grand Slam hopes with a 23-20 win over France. We love that. Up the England boys. I've been chatting shit about them every single week, but they had a good game this weekend.
Yeah, I didn't fucking say it.
No. And my other team, Saints, we got a win, lovely win at home to Sale, and we're moving up into we're 1 point off of fourth place now, which is good. Football this weekend, Kurt.
Yep.
I say this weekend. Yesterday was boring, but today is exciting. I'm an Arsenal fan. You're a United fan. It was a big day for us.
West Ham.
West Ham versus United today.
Yep.
West Ham in some good form. United have been playing good all season. Well, second half of the season they've been playing really well. It's going to be a game and a half. Jay Lings is gonna you're gonna be pissed off if Jesse Lingard goes and scores a hat trick against you now, wouldn't you?
No, I love Jesse Lingard.
Yeah, I can't be mad at him.
Basically my dad.
He's basically my dad. He's about the same age as us. But
What do you mean?
Arsenal,
He's like 28 now.
28. Jesse Lingard's 28.
I think so. Like that, yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
No way. I thought he was like 21.
So I swear he's 28. I'll check.
He's old.
He's
now.
not 21. Fucking
I
hell.
thought he was well young.
No. I don't even think he got into the Man U team till he was like 24, to be honest.
Oh, that sort of takes it away a little.
Jesse
bit from me.
Lingard is 28.
Fuck me. That sort of takes
92.
it away a bit now. I thought he was really good because he was really young, but he's not even young.
Lingard's no.
Yeah.
No.
All right then. That's boring then. Fuck you, Jess. Fuck you, Jesse Lingard. Well, Arsenal have got Tottenham today.
Yeah.
If we're going by recent form, I'd fancy our chances.
I don't know. Tottenham last 2 games have been fucking mad.
last 2 games, but can you judge form off of 2 games? We're going.
I'm sorry.
Go back
I
since
remember.
Christmas.
I remember you Arsenal winning 2 games in a row and going mental because you're
No,
like, we're at the fucking row.
No. I didn't turn around and say our form is good though. I just said we were mental because we'd lost like 10 games on the trot and we went and won 2 in a row, which is crazy.
Against wank
But
teams.
we've been. Well, no, excuse me. That was a Boxing Day thriller, a 3-2 win over Chelsea, who at the time were playing ridiculously well. So it was a dub. And if we beat Spurs today, we'll go above them in the league. So
Well, then there you go.
that's the biggest fuck you to a Spurs fan, considering we're in 10th right now and they were top of the league going into Christmas, weren't they?
Yeah.
So it'd be a good game, but I always hate watching North London derbies because you go back 10 years and it was pretty much dominated by Arsenal. But recently, they fucked us up, definitely. But I think, is Harry Kane injured? Did Harry Kane get injured in Europa League? He took a little niggle at the end of the game.
I think he'll be fine, especially for an Arsenal game.
Yeah.
He always pulls it
He'll
out in an
always
Arsenal game.
Bastards.
Have you got anything else big to talk
No,
about? I've got
I
a
think
good.
that's it
I've
for
got a good way to
okay,
end this.
yes.
Right. Pick which way you're dying. Right. So you're in prison.
I love the little clap. Yeah, pick which way
Right.
you're going. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. You could be hung,
Okay.
lethal injection.
Yeah.
You get ripped apart by 2 horses. Why not?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a rare one. You
Yeah.
don't see that very often. Is it a guillotine?
Guillotine. Yeah.
Guillotine. What else is there? Another good way of murder. Oh, not murder, is it?
A tube.
Execution. Good way of execution. It's got to be another good one. I don't know. Fuck it. We got
Hanging.
4.
Have you said hanging?
I think I said hanging.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Well, we got 4. Right. Pick which one. Which one you picking?
I feel like I've heard this question before, and I
Go
feel
on.
like the one I'm going to pick, I'll know what you're going to ask me next. So
Just go for it. Go for it.
Logically,
Yeah.
I'd want to die by lethal injection.
Right,
'cause It's
okay.
going to be the least painful.
Right.
I know what you're going to say.
Now-
Just hit me with the question.
You be injected, right?
Yeah.
It's just got into your skin, right?
Yeah.
But bear in mind, you're pinned in. Your
Yeah.
arms are stuck.
Yeah.
You are pinned in. But you feel a finger just go up your ass, right? just as you drift away. Are you still picking lethal injection?
So what you're saying is I pick lethal injection.
Yeah, and
As
as
they inject me,
a
they slip
geezer-
a finger up my bum.
yeah, not even the same geezer who's injecting it. Just
Somebody
they
else.
bring another man in after you've been tied up, and he just slips a finger up your ass.
That's a difficult question. I don't want to sound.
Are you still doing
what's
that?
the word? I don't know what the word is, but it's weird because that just seems like a very uncomfortable way to die.
But you're dying either way.
I think I'd still pick it.
So you're dying either
But
way.
I don't want it. It depends. Are people watching? Are people
Well, you've got a
watching my
few people
execution?
watching, yeah.
Because that's not how I want to be remembered. Die while having a finger slipped up my arse.
And the last thought you'll have is, why is there a finger up my ass?
Yeah. I feel like.
And I like the
That would
idea of
make it memorable.
going into the afterlife in the last position you were in real life. So you get the people who've they've got to have their head cut off, so they're holding their head.
Yeah.
It's like ghosts.
Like from horrible history.
You're just gonna be walking around with a geezer's finger up your
Yeah,
ass.
you're walking around like you got a fucking finger up your ass. Yeah, I think I'd stick with my answer, but don't slate me for it because I don't like fingers up my ass.
So you're saying that yes, you would have a finger up your ass with a lethal injection. Is this correct?
If my only choice was to die by that or hanging, or what if I picked another option, would I still have the finger? Like if they hung me, would they still stick the finger on my bum?
Probably no. I'm gonna say no.
No, I think I'd still pick.
I'll say the only one you'll also get a finger up your ass would be in the guillotine.
guillotine. What, finger up the bum? It comes out. That's where your head's gone at the top. No, I'm sticking with lethal injection.
All right.
I'm sticking with lethal injection.
Well, at least we covered that.
Yeah, I think that's a great place to end the podcast.
I've got one more.
Oh,
one
no,
more
here we go,
question.
yeah.
Right. So you get people who they have them cards when they die. They to use their body parts in
Oh, yeah.
research and organ donors
yeah.
and stuff like that. Right. Would you do all that? Have you done all that?
I haven't done it, but I would.
Would
yes.
yeah? Would you get rid of your eyes?
My eyes.
Your eyes? Would you allow them to take your eyes? Because bear in mind, in most cultures, right, in the afterlife, if you haven't got your eyes, you can't see.
Let them take my eyes.
You let them take your eyes, so you'll be blind in the afterlife. That'd be pretty boring, I'd imagine, in the afterlife to be blind.
I'll take the risk.
Well, especially if you've not got your arms, your legs, your
That's what I mean.
eyes.
Am I really gonna miss?
You're a bit like Mr. Potato Head before you put
Am I
anything
gonna miss
in it.
my eyeballs if I don't have any lungs, a heart, I
Yeah,
don't
but
have fingers, I don't have arms?
You wouldn't
I
be
don't have
breathing
legs?
in your afterlife because you're a ghost, but at least you'd be able to see what's going on. That would be my logic.
Yeah, well, being able to roll around like a sack of potatoes.
Oh no, that'd be funny.
Yeah, exactly. You'd be Mr. Potato Head. That's all you'd be.
Not miss. It's just Potato Head. now.
Oh, okay. It's now okay.
PG.
Sorry.
Um,
Sorry if I offended anyone by assuming his gender, but
It's all right. So, I'm not that insulted, but I reckon a few people probably are. It's not Mister. Just know that for next time we mention him.
pronouns are they them. So
They them.
They
They
them.
slash them.
Yes, it's got to be done. All right, now that's a good place to finish the podcast. Thank you everyone for listening. I can't even remember how I end this podcast now.
Adios.
Adios. Yeah. So thank you everyone for listening. Do same old. Leave a comment. What's the comment for this week? If it's a bit shorter this week, so hopefully people will listen all the way through again.
It will be finger.
Comment finger if you listened all the way through. Yeah. Thank you all for listening. Leave a like, follow us, subscribe, and share with friends. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll speak to you next week. Adios.
Adios, amigos.